So great performances tonight in the second half, especially by Elizabeth Bertram and Carly Delk. As Coach Piper Lindsay makes her way in for Coach's comments. Coach, congratulations. You move on to another day, to Thursday night's championship game. And most of all, you'll defend your 15th district title Thursday night and go back defending your 4th region title next week. But congratulations to you. Played a lot better in the second half. We had a kind of a dismal second quarter, but after that we kind of regrouped and got things going.
Yeah, we did. I thought the first half, got in a little foul trouble, which we told them, come to jump stops. We told them all those little things, and we just kind of get so caught up in the moment that, we didn't come to jump stops, but it's okay. I was very proud of the kids who came in for them. I thought Emma Hughes was excellent, Macy Lockhart was excellent, Liberty Rice. Those three came in and gave some humongous minutes when I had to have Elizabeth, Raven, and Carly out, all three at the same time, and they held their own. I was very proud of them for that.
And I don't think that's happened this year when you've had Bertram, Ennis, and Delk all on the bench at the same time.
No, I don't think so either. But, again, I think we did a good job as far as defensively. They were fine. And then, like you said, in the second half, we were able to kind of get things going. And Elizabeth played really, really smart. And Raven, I told them as soon as they picked up their third foul, they were coming out. And they did. And I don't think they did until late. So, proud of them for that.
7 threes tonight. That's not too bad. I haven't got the final stats yet, but thought we shot the ball really well in that third quarter.
We did. We had a lot of good looks. I thought Eve even shot the ball well, and she missed, 3 or 4 of them that looked good. I mean, I felt like we could have hit more than that, but again, I'll take 7 any day. Again, just we're moving the ball around a lot, doing a really good job of finding the open person and playing just so unselfishly.
Glasgow or Allen County Scottsville, they play tomorrow night, and of course we've seen both of those teams twice this year. Glasgow is probably the favorite tomorrow night, but at least you get a couple of days rest before Thursday night's ball game. You get tomorrow and Wednesday off. What are you going to do in between as far as getting ready for the championship?
Right now our focus is us anyway. We'll still come in tomorrow about an hour and a half, get some shots up, go over some things, especially some things we didn't do right tonight. We've got to fix some things still. And then obviously we'll see who we play tomorrow night, come out Wednesday, have a good little practice, about an hour and a half or so, and then be ready to go Thursday. Of course, I know the draw is Friday morning. So that's one thing, we definitely, Thursday's our focus right now, but we're glad to be playing next week for sure.
Especially if you play on Sunday, it gives you another day to practice with a draw on Friday morning.
It does, yes, it does.
Coach, congratulations to you.
Jay,
we'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
Coach Piper Lindsay, the Trojanettes winning here tonight in the 15th District Basketball Tournament by a score of 68-37 over the Lady Falcons. As we take a look at the CPC Commodities postgame report. Not sure if we got the final stats here yet, but we can look at, no, that's the first half stats. But we'll look at the scoring here as we tally them up. For Monroe County tonight, it was Paisley Ford scoring 9. She had 4 of 4 free throws tonight. Also, Malia Myatt with 9. Elena Hodges had 2. Gracie Veach had 2. 5 for Ramsey Bartley. And 4 points for Kelsey Langford. Callie Harlan and Brinley Hatcher played but did not score tonight for Monroe County. For the Barren County Trojanettes, 7 points from 8th grading guard Katie Murphy. 24 tonight, unofficially, from Elizabeth Bertram. She had 10 points in the first quarter. Ended up with 24. She knocked down 3 threes. Also tonight in double figures was Raven Ennis, who scored 12. Carly Delk right behind her with 11 points tonight, or excuse me, 13. So she was actually the second leading scorer tonight for Coach Piper Lindsay. Carly Delk with 13 points. Not sure how many rebounds she had. We don't have the final stats. Would she have 10? Is that right?
We don't have the stats, but that's what I'd call it there.
Emma Hughes scored 3. Liberty Rice had 2 and 7 for Macy Lockhart. So Trojanettes with an easy victory tonight. Led 21-10 at the end of the first quarter, 31-16 at halftime. It was 53-29 after 3, and they go on to win 68-37. And the draw, by the way, is Friday morning for the 4th Region Girls Tournament. That gives the teams an extra day to practice, especially if you have to play on Sunday afternoon. So anyway, the draw will be Friday morning. The boys will be on Saturday morning, both at Warren East. But we got a big one coming up next for you with the Barren County Trojans and the Monroe County Falcons. And we'll return with pregame coverage of that game coming up after this break. This is the 15th District Basketball Tournament. Always remember, if you find a vehicle on DonFranklinAuto.com, Don Franklin then bring that vehicle to Glasgow. Let you experience the Don Franklin difference. This is the 15th District Basketball Tournament presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. All right, can you hear me better now? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can hear you fine. Back with the second game of the 15th District Basketball Tournament tonight here from Allen County, Scottsville, as the Barren County Trojans take on the Monroe County Falcons. And, yeah, we've been getting all kinds of texts about the radio cutting out. We're having a lot of Wi-Fi, cell phone difficulties down here, so that's the reason. I'm hoping that this might have cleared it up a little bit. For those of you that are listening and have been texting me, just let me know. And if you've got a clear signal coming in on your radio, just let me know so we'll know down here on this end. Barren County Trojans 21-8, Monroe County 10-17. Trojans rated number 4 in the region this week. Monroe County at number 12 in the region. Trojans got the number 1 seed in the district at 5-1. Monroe County the number 4 seed 0-6. And Trojans trying to get back to the regional tournament. Got knocked out by Glasgow the last 2 years. Triple overtime 2 years ago. Last year was in overtime. And again, not playing Glasgow in the first round, but playing a good Monroe County team as of late, who lost to Warren East on Thursday night, 76-72. They've lost 6 of their last 7 ball games. In that game against the Raiders, they were 26 of 54, 48% shooting. They hit 7 of 11 threes, 13 of 19 from the foul line. And in that ball game, Grayson Rich had 18. And Georgie Brooks had 16 in the game. They actually had 4 players in double figures. Cale Hagan had 14, and Wade Thompson added 10 in that game. Warren East hit 19 of 20 free throws in that win, and they hit 9 threes. So that was the difference in the ball game for the Raiders to defeat the Falcons. But both Barren County and Monroe County know each other quite well, and both times have been pretty close, 63-53 over the Falcons at Barren County back during the regular season, and only won by 2 in Tompkinsville, 47-45. And last year, Monroe County lost to Allen County Scottsville in the first round, 66-51. Gary DeWitt was the head coach for Monroe County. Ashley Gerald's the new coach this year, his first year, third coach in 3 years at Monroe County. And this could be an interesting ball game, Robert.
I think it will be. Monroe County's a team that's not really playing very well. They've only won 3 out of their last 12 games. If you look conversely at the Trojans, a team that is playing very well record-wise, only lost since losing back-to-back games to Glasgow and Bowling Green to start the brand new year, have only lost twice since then. Once to Logan County, who you expect to be one of the regional contenders this year, and the game at Central Hardin, which we really just didn't play well. Did not shoot the ball well, didn't play well. So a team that's playing very well in the Trojans, a team that's not necessarily playing very well record-wise with Monroe County, but as you said, you could throw all that completely out the window because Monroe County finds another gear. They find another notch when it comes to playing Barren County. We've had history over history over history and evidence of how these can be very close games. Even though it's a 1-4 game, it's a 10-win team against a 21-win team. So I expect this to be a battle, especially early. If we allow them to hang around, if this is a 1 or 2 possession game at halftime, I think it's going to be a 1 or 2 possession game all the way to the buzzer. If we've got a 6-8 point lead, maybe an 8 or 10 point lead, maybe at the half, I think we can find a way to create separation in the second half. But if we allow Monroe in, have confidence, and we especially let their shooter, Grayson Rich, get some openings, I think they're a dangerous ball club tonight.
Trojans won their last regular season game on Thursday night in Albany against Clinton County in overtime, 65-54. Jacob Shaw had 31 points in that game. He hit 6 threes. Aiden Niken added 19 points in that game. Actually, Shaw was 6 of 8 from behind the arc in the three-point shots. And, of course, a win tonight for the Trojans would advance them to the regional tournament for the first time since 2017. And a big difference in the ball game against Clinton County. The Trojans were 19 of 44 for 43.2%, hit 21 of 28 from the foul line, and the Trojans have won 7 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, that was an awful fun game. You go all the way back, it's 12 of 14. So a team that's really playing well. That was an awful fun game at Clinton County the other night, wasn't it? That's the kind of game you really like to win and get out of there. And the big question mark, however, the huge question mark, is obviously Will Bandy. So, I don't know how Warren's going to play him. Game time decision, but what does that look like? Are we going to give it a go from the beginning and see how he feels? Are we going to play him on an as-needed basis? What happens with him? He's been 20 points a game the last 3 or 4 weeks, so that's obviously a big absence, but he did not play from half the third quarter on against at Clinton County, and we played really well. Does that mean we don't need him, don't want him? Absolutely not. So just see how he goes, how he warms up out there. If you look at it, he's just kind of standing underneath the rim, going through normal warm-ups as he would. So no signs that really raise the red flag or raise the caution flag.
We're going to take our first pregame break for the guys. It's the second game of the doubleheader, the 15th District Basketball Tournament. Pregame report brought to you by Zaxby's as you're following the 15th District Basketball Tournament from Allen County, Scottsville, presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. About 8 minutes away from the Trojans and Falcons here in the 15th District Basketball Tournament. The Falcons 10-17, 0-6 in district play. They lost to Barren County twice, 63-53 and 47-45 in Tompkinsville. They lost to Glasgow twice, close both times, 51-45 and 63-61. They lost to Allen County Scottsville by 15 and by 10. We mentioned last year they lost to the Patriots by 15 in the first round. They were the 15th runners-up 2 years ago, and they won the 15th district in 2017. A team that averages 58.6 points a game. They give up 63.6 to their opponents. They shoot 40.5% from the field, 33.2% behind the arc. They've hit 121 threes this year, and 67.6% from the foul line. They rated number 12 in the region this week in the Dave Cantrell ratings. The Trojans, number 4 ranked in the 4th region this week, winning 7 of their last 8, averaging 65.8 points a game, giving up 53 to their opponents. They shoot 45.4% from the line or from the field, 35% from behind the arc. They've hit 154 threes this year, and they shoot 67.8% from the foul line. They beat Allen County Scottsville twice in district play, 61-46 and 57-45. They split with Glasgow, 52-47 loss to Glasgow, and then won over the Scotties 80-63 on January the 31st. Of course, last 2 years, they've lost to Glasgow in the opening round in overtime last year by 5 and by 1 point in triple overtime 2 years ago, and they went to the regional tournament in 2017 as a runner-up. Last time the Trojans won the district was in 2016. And you break down the numbers from the 2 previous games during the regular season. Trojans winning by 10 on December the 13th. Barren County shot 37.5%, hit 3 of 16 from behind the arc, 18 of 27 from the foul line. Aiden Nyken scored 21 points, had 17 rebounds in that game. Will Bandy had 12. And Monroe County shot 33.3% from the field. They hit 4 of 13 threes, hit 17 of 24 from the line. And it was Grayson Rich had scored 21 for Monroe County. And then the second game, the Trojans winning by 2 in Tompkinsville. Barren County was 20 of 47 for 42.6%, 3 of 17 behind the arc, hit 4 of 11 threes, and had 33 rebounds. Aiden Nyken had 12, Will Bandy and Gavin Withrow had 10 points apiece in that 2-point win in Tompkinsville back on January the 20th. Monroe County, 33.3%. Second time. They shot 33.3 the first time, and they hit 5 of 10 3-point shots, 10 of 13 from the foul line, 31 rebounds. They had 3 players in double figures. Grayson Rich with 15, Cale Hagan 13, Wade Thompson added 10 in that game. So
in both matchups, Will had double figures.
That's true.
We need him out there.
Somebody, if he can't play, then somebody's going to have to pick up the slack. Scoring-wise tonight, who will that be?
The two, I don't know. We have plenty of options. We've said all year long that we have one of the deepest benches in the region. So hopefully we'll find the right matchup, the right groove, and get a lineup out there that is able to pick up the slack if he's unable to go. The 2 things that stand out just in bright letters to me about the 2 previous matchups, both times we did not shoot the 3 really well. 3 of 16 and 3 of 17, got to be better than that. Got to be a lot better than that tonight. The other thing, the game we won by 10, we out-rebounded them by 20, 44-24. The game we barely won, we out-rebounded them by 2. So you look to that stat tonight. If we're dominating the boards, I like our chances. If they keep it even on the boards, it's going to be a really tight game down the stretch.
All right, we'll come back with the starting lineups in just a moment. And remind you, our pregame report brought to you by Zaxby's. We've looked at the area schedule, brought to you by NHC Healthcare Glasgow, carrying in a better way day by day. And we have some final scores to pass along to you here from some of the other district tournaments throughout the region. Of course, in the 13th in Russellville tonight, Logan County girls taking on Todd Central. Logan County boys against Russellville. 14th at South Warren, Greenwood girls against Warren Central. South Warren boys against Warren East. And in the 16th at Russell County, I got the final score on that one. Russell County girls won tonight over Clinton County 61-43. So Russell County now has put their pencil on paper to advance to the 4th region tournament. Got another final score there, Robert. I'll let you read it.
Logan County won 65-39 over Todd County. So Logan County's in, Russell County's in, Barren County's in. The only score we do not have is a Greenwood Warren Central score. It should be over again. Just can't get anything to update real quick.
All right, let's take a look at the starting lineups of tonight's game before we go to our final break. The lineups are brought to you by SCRTC. Get things started with SCRTC's fast and reliable internet speeds today. For the Monroe County Falcons, under first-year head coach Ashley Gerald, Grayson Rich, a 5'10 senior, averaging 16.2 points a game. Wade Thompson, a 6' senior, 6 points, 5 rebounds. Cale Hagan, a 6'1 senior, 11 points and 5 rebounds a game. Curtis Pettit, 6'3 senior, 6 points and 5 rebounds. Georgie Brooks, a 5'9 senior, 9.6 points a game. 5 seniors in the unofficial starting lineup tonight for the Monroe County Falcons. And the unofficial starting lineup for Barren County tonight. Coach Warren Cunningham in his 12th season. Assistant coaches Lee Johnson, Matt Gardner, Jared Browning, and Austin Burge. Jacob Shaw, 6'1", 183 senior, averaging 10.4 points a game. He had 31 in the win over Clinton County on Thursday night. Gavin Withrow, a 5'8", 150-pound junior, averaging 5.7 points a game. Aiden Niken, 6'5", 204, sophomore, 16.8 points and 7 rebounds. Tyler Bush, 6', 183 senior, averaging 4 points and 4.2 rebounds a game. Will Bandy, normally has been a starter all season long, 6'6", 212 senior, 13 points and 6.5 rebounds a game. We'll get the official lineup when they introduce the lineups here in just a minute. Remind you that we'll have the Farmers RACC Jackie Browning Memorial opening tip-off. And our first quarter of action, sponsored by South Central Bank, small enough to know you, big enough to help. This is the 15th District Basketball Tournament, and it's presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Like most Barren County farmers, we want feed products and direct-to-farm delivery options for free.
Now ready to get the lineups underway here. They'll be introducing each player off both teams, so that'll take a little bit of time here. Remind you, back here tomorrow night for more 15th District Basketball Tournament action. Glasgow taking on Allen County Scottsville. Girls game will tip off at 6 o'clock. We'll be out there at about 5:40 or so to bring you the broadcast of both games tomorrow night. Of course, back here Thursday night for the championship. Trojanettes winning earlier tonight over Monroe County to advance to the region tournament next week. 68-37 winners tonight over the Monroe County Lady Falcons. And a reminder that 104 The Score online to see stories and photos from tonight's 15th District Tournament action with James Brown.
A little bit more energy in the building all of a sudden with this boys matchup than it was the girls. I think most everybody knew the outcome after two 30-point victories by the Trojanettes. There was little chance that Monroe County was going to be able to pull the upset. Well, Monroe's fans a little bit more energized. Their student section a little bit more alive down there for this matchup. So We have a full side, and I think the side behind us is filled in a little bit. So could be a very interesting game and how it starts. And we set on the girls' side a little bit, but I don't think it really mattered. In this one, I think the nerves will. You really, to be honest with you, have a group of boys on our side that haven't been to the regional tournament. They don't know what it really feels like to go play in Diddle Arena because they haven't been there for the last 2 years. So that tournament atmosphere, the tournament experience is not there for our guys as it has been maybe for the girls or some of our groups in the past. So hopefully they'll settle down well. Hopefully we don't try to force things. We let the game flow, let it come to us. We know the scouting report. Obviously we have to match up on Grayson Rich. We have to force him to drive. We can't let them have open looks. You know, we know what to do. It's just a matter of execution. Can we put this whole crowd, put the scenario, put the lose and go home thought process out of our head and just go play a good solid game of basketball like we've done for pretty much the last 2 months?
That's true. You always look and see about number 4 seeds beating 1 seeds. It's only happened twice in the last 23 years. It was in 2001 when Allen County Scottsville beat then Edmonson County, a team that was in the 15th district at that time. And then the other time was 2009 when Barren County beat number 1 seed Glasgow, and that was a low-scoring ball game. It was like 48-44.
I think we had
so it doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, I think we had like 5 wins that season or something. So
yeah,
it was a very unlikely possibility. But here's the thing: we had played Glasgow very close both times.
That's true.
That's true. You know, kind of a similar situation. Yeah. Monroe has played us close both times. So they have an inkling and they have an idea. They know it's in the realm of possibilities. So that's what I've said a couple times already. We've got to put that possibility, that thought that they can do it out of their head very quickly. Whatever we need to do to get off to a good start, it's got to happen.
So it's going to be Jacob Shaw, Gavin Withrow, Will Bandy, Aiden Nyken, Tyler Bush for Barren County, Grayson Rich, Wade Thompson, Cale Hagan, Georgie Brooks, and Curtis Pettit for the Falcons. Monroe County in navy blue. White numbers and letters outlined in silver with silver stripes down the side. Wade Thompson's going to be in the jump circle. They're already out of the court. And Coach Warren Cunningham bringing his troops back together here for one more huddle. And the Trojans in white tonight with burgundy numbers and letters outlined in gold. And the officials for tonight's game: Mark Curry, Scott Daniels, Jamie and Bailey. The official sponsor, Scotty's Contracting and Stone, committed to providing all customers the same level of highest quality no matter the size of the project. Aiden Nyken to the jump circle for Barren. Wade Thompson from Monroe. Jamie and Bailey's going to toss it up. Barren County moving left to right there. The tap control by the Trojans. And Jacob Shaw will set things up for Barren County. They go right side over to Nyken. Left side it comes to Withrow. Withrow looking. Back over goes to Shaw. Shaw goes to Bush on the right side. Back out to Shaw in between the circles. Looking back over Coach Warren Cunningham to call the play. They go left side with it over to Withrow. Withrow now gives to Nyken, top of the key. Back to the right side it goes to Shaw. He'll give it back up to Withrow. Back over to Shaw. Shaw can't penetrate. He'll hand it off in there to Nyken. Nyken looking inside. Coming out to get it is Bandy. He's going to pull the trigger for a three. Yes!
He said, what are you talking about? My foot's all right, guys. Way to get started real early for Will.
People's Bank 3 for Will Bandy. 3-0 ball game. Ball knocked down by Bandy, but taken in there by Brooks. He'll pull up in the lane. Jumper, no good. Rebound to Tyler Bush. Bush sends it left side. It's Withrow pulling up with a 10-footer. Too strong off the window. Whistle and a foul. And they're going to say Tyler Bush pushed off underneath. That'll be his first and the team's first.
Will did, however, get up really slow. He got knocked down on that rebound and got up a little slow, favoring that foot.
Barren County man-to-man defense. Grayson Rich with the basketball for the Falcons. Into the front court, gets a screen out top. Pulls up, can't shoot, goes left side over to Brooks. He'll curl into the key. Backs away, now goes left side with it to Hagan. Hagan goes down to the corner to Pettit. Pettit now looking for Rich, driving to the basket up with the left hand. No good. Rebound to Nyken. Here comes Nyken pushing it down the floor. Pulls up, 12-footer in the air. Got it!
Nyken had 17 rebounds in the first matchup. That rebound he took end to end and put it up for the two to extend it to 5-0.
Played a little over a minute and a half here in the opening quarter. Brooks with the basketball for the Falcons. He'll dribble left side. Now looks and throws up a three-point shot that's good.
It's not somebody you expect to throw in the three for Monroe.
That's his 28th three of the year. They float it into Bandy. They kick it back out to Shaw. He'll throw it over to Niken. Niken into the key, back over to Shaw. Back out to Niken. Swings it left side over to Withrow. Dumps it down there to Bush. Bush throws it back out to Bandy. Can't shoot the three. Pulls up with a 17-foot jumper. Good!
Shoot the ball pretty well early. 3 of 3.
Bandy with a 3 and a 2 to start the ball game with a 7-3 Barren County lead. Brooks with the basketball for Monroe County. Front court left side against Shaw. Now dribbles across to the right. He's going to drive to the basket. He'll throw it up. It is no good, but a foul called. And he'll head to the free throw line for 2 shots. The foul is on Jacob Shaw. His first, team second. Georgie Brooks, 68.8% foul shooter on the year for the Falcons. And the first of 2 on the way, good. 7-4, Barren County. Brooks, second shot. It's on the way and hits them both. A 7-5 Barren County lead as Jacob Shaw will bring it up for the Trojans. Try to spread out that 3-2 zone that they've got out there by Monroe County. They floated into Bandy. Had it smacked out of his hands. Ball gets loose. Chased down, though, by Niken. Niken, left corner, left baseline, trying to go underneath. Puts it up. Got it, and a foul.
Powered through both Thompson and Hagan.
Foul is on Curtis Pettit. That is his first. Monroe County's first of the ball game. Aiden Niken shooting at almost 60% from the foul line of the year. Puts it up, and he missed it. Rebound comes off to Brooks. 9-5 Trojan lead. 5:12 to go in the opening quarter. And Rich with the basketball works against Withrow. Gets it across the midcourt stripe. Rich on the dribble left, wants to drive, and he goes to the basket. Almost lost the handle. Down low, has to float it back out to Pettit. Gives it back in the corner to Rich. On the left-hand side, he'll feed it out to Hagan. Hagan wanting to screen there. Cuts back left side, spins, goes up, flips it up and in. Hagan making a move to the basket to make it a 9-7 lead.
Not playing defense. They've had wide open gaps down the lane.
And Jacob Shaw, right side, bounces it off to Withrow. Niken, top of the circle. Backs away on the dribble, throws it left side to Withrow. Now Withrow, back out to Shaw. Fakes the three, splits his way in the lane, throws up the runner. It is coming off the rim. And a rebound to Monroe County. Thompson, up court right side of Rich. Rich dumps it down, knocked away by Bandy. Goes out of bounds. I believe they're going to call a foul on Will Bandy.
And a technical for a little language after the fact.
So he'll have to come out now with 2 fouls.
I mean, he said it right in front of the official. Yep. He had no choice but to call it.
Ryan Shirley will come in to replace Will Bandy. Warren Cunningham not happy about it. Talking with referee Scott Daniels. Grayson Rich at the line. A shot goes up. It's good. He shoots 83% from the charity stripe on the year. It is 9-8. And this shot goes up. He missed it. So Monroe County will have the ball. 4:14 to go here in the first quarter. So Bandy on the bench now with 2. One of those a technical foul. So he'll be out for quite a while at 4:14 to play in the first quarter. Comes out to Grayson Rich. He'll work against Withrow. Double screen out front there. Goes left side and loses the handle. Still loose on the floor. Diving for it. And Thompson comes up with it. Lobs it back over to Rich. He's going to fire it up for 3, and it's in there.
Clearly somebody you got to be aware of.
Yep. And there's a blocking foul at Grayson Rich as he tried to cut Niken off. That'll be his first, team second. Monroe County now with 11-9 lead with 3:50 to play in the first quarter. Cody Lane checking into the Trojan lineup for Tyler Bush. 5'11 senior. Jacob Shaw on the right baseline, throws it out in the corner to Shirley. Out it comes to Niken. Niken back over goes to Shaw. Back to Niken, top of the circle. Going to fire it up from 18 straight away. Bounces high off the rim. Rebound up high for Rich. Sends it down the floor, left side to Brooks. Brooks cuts back around the free throw line. Down low is Thompson putting it in.
On a little run, we're going to have to maintain composure.
13-9, Monroe County leads it. 3:20 to play here in the first. Withrow with the basketball out front to Shaw. Trying to get the play call from Coach Warren Cunningham. Leaves it out there with Withrow. Withrow back to the right side. He'll give it out to Niken. Niken takes left, spins, goes up with a jumper. Good. Niken with 6. Monroe County with a 2-point lead, 13-11. Rich against Withrow. 2:50 to play, first quarter. Rich still on the dribble. Comes over to left side, dribbles left hand, hands it off to Hagan. Hagan now turns against Shirley. Throws it out to Brooks, lost the handle. Loose ball, Shaw down on the floor. And we're going to a timeout or a foul?
Yeah, it's a foul on Brooks, I think. Trying to crawl back over top of Jacob Shaw.
So that'll be his first. Team's third. Barren County's basketball. Mason Griggs in the ball game for Barren County, 6-foot sophomore. Down in the corner, right side, Griggs. Out to Shaw. Long distance three is off the mark. Rebound Lane, putting it back up. No good, it's short. Battle for the rebound. Lane pulls it away from Brooks. He'll bounce it out to Shaw. Shaw goes right side, looking back in the corner. Lane wide open, three. No good. Rebound comes off to Thompson from Monroe County. He'll get rid of it off to Brooks. Now Brooks goes right side, dribble drive. He'll go up with a shot, too strong against the glass. Headed over the back. Barren County had the ball for a moment. Here's Hagan.
He had him in a chokehold almost.
Out to Thompson. Looks for Rich here on the near side. Now Rich dribbles against Lane. Spin move. Goes up with a shot. It's no good. Niken with a rebound for the Trojans. Niken taking it right side. Pulls up. Shoots the jumper. Banked it in. And Wade Thompson is down with an ankle.
Must have landed on a foot there. Turned it. Play continued till we got the bucket and they get a stop.
So we have a break here with a minute 33 to play in the first quarter. We're tied at 13. Wade Thompson from Monroe County went down with apparent, looked like a left ankle sprain and in a lot of pain. Remind you, you're listening to our coverage on 103.7 Nash Icon, WHHT-FM, Cave City, Glasgow. Online at 104thescore.com. And again, 104 The Score online to see stories and photos from all the 15th District tournament action throughout the week. Trojanettes winning earlier tonight over Monroe County 68-37 to advance to Thursday night's championship game against either Glasgow or Allen County Scottsville. And that'll be at 6 o'clock on Thursday night. Boys championship will be Friday night at 6. Back here tomorrow night for Glasgow and Allen County Scottsville girls and boys.
We started 4 of 5. We missed our next 5 shots, but we've made back-to-back shots to get it back to a tied game. So overall, when you look at it, we're 50% here in the first quarter, but it's been a game of spurts for us offensively. And as we get a little break of the action and they carry Thompson over to the locker room to get him some attention, we'll see if we're able to continue that streak of hot shooting, but we got a couple with some Monroe County stops too.
One thing for Monroe County that's a difference is they don't have a deep bench. They brought in Tucker Glass, a 6'1 junior, to replace Wade Thompson. They go about 6 or 7, that's about it. Here's Brooks with the basketball, works it in there to Pettit, and a hook shot in the lane is off the mark. Rebound to Niken for the Trojans. Niken, baseball pass deflected up in the air against the board and taken by Pettit. Fires it down the right side. Here's Hagan, right elbow shot is in there. Barren County trailing by 2 with a minute to play here in the first. Here's Niken giving it out to Griggs. Right side it goes to Shaw, or left side, excuse me. He'll give it down to the right corner. Niken pulls the trigger. It comes off the mark and rebounded there by Pettit.
Not a whole lot of offensive rebounds. Both teams cleaning up on the defensive end.
And here's Rich with the basketball on the left side. Gets a screen from Hagan. He's going to drive. He's going to pull up with a 15-foot jumper. It is in and out. Rebound to Niken. Gets rid of the basketball up court. Left side. Shaw in the lane. Throws it up and in.
Kind of lost his balance as he made his way through the lane, but knew where to flip the ball back up towards the goal to get it to go in.
And it's 15 all. Glass with the basketball for Monroe. Gives it over to Hagan with 18 seconds to play in the quarter. Hagan guarded by Ryan Shirley. Down to 13. Hagan dribbling left-handed. Looks back right. He'll throw it off to Pettit. Back out to Hagan. 6 seconds to go. He'll give it to Rich. Rich going to launch it up almost from mid-court. He hit it. That ends the quarter. And it's Monroe County 18, Barren County 15. We'll come back with the second quarter after this break. This is the 15th District Basketball Tournament presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. Back with second quarter action here at the 15th District Tournament, brought to you by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. 18-15, Monroe County leads it with 3 threes in the first quarter, 2 of them from Grayson Rich.
We've got to do a much better job defensively on Grayson Rich. We clearly know he's across half court, he's in range, and our coaching staff erupted at our kids for not matching up against that assignment.
Rich guarded by Mason Griggs. He'll send it over to Brooks, guarded by Tay Pointer, who's checked in the lineup. Here's Hagan to the right corner against Ryan Shirley. Dribble it back out to the right side of the floor, and a pass is too wide for Pettit. It goes out of bounds.
We're really searching for a lineup right now that works. Bandy obviously cost his team with that technical and getting the 2 fouls really early. He won't be back in, so now who do we go to guard Brooks and Hagan and get points? Brooks and Rich and get points.
Yeah. Right side Pointer, long skip pass left corner. It's Shaw pulling the trigger. No. Rebound on Niken, putting it back up and in.
Got lucky there. He discarded Brooks, went up and got the rebound and put back. So we got away with probably a foul and got the points out of it.
Aiden Niken with 10, Barren County 17. Monroe County leads at 18-17. Hagan sets a screen as Brooks has it now. Trying to go right side with it, gives it out to Glass, and a foul called on the Trojans. It'll be on Tay Pointer. His first, team's third. So it's Monroe County's basketball. Is that 5 team?
Yeah,
that's 5.
five.
I'm sorry. I've missed.
The other way around.
I didn't put the team fouls down. Glass will inbound the ball right side of the bucket for Monroe County. Comes out to Rich. He's guarded by Griggs. Deep on the right side. Now Rich steps back, shoots the 3. It's in the air. It's no good. Rebound to Tay Pointer. Outlet pass comes to Shaw. Shaw racing down the floor. Bounce pass in underneath. Here's a reverse up and in for Mason Griggs.
Shaw avoided the charge, distributed the basketball, and Griggs finished it with a nice up and under.
And the Trojans back on top, 19-18. Rich with the basketball for Monroe County against Griggs out front. Dribbles with the left hand, goes left. Now looking right, goes down low in there to Hagan. Post up inside with Ryan Shirley. Missed the shot and ripped out of there by Niken. Niken, pass knocked down by Rich. Loose ball on the floor. Scramble for Shirley. Gets through the basketball to Griggs. Throws it left side over to Shaw. He's going to fire up a long three that's way off the mark. Shirley with the offensive rebound. Shirley trying to go back up. He'll throw it back out front to Shaw and try to settle things down.
Got to settle down. Jacob made 6 of them at Clinton County, but he's not been able to find the bottom of the net on any of his threes tonight.
And Mason Griggs out of the right wing. Will bounce it back out to Shaw. 2 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Barren County with a 1-point lead. Straight away it comes to Griggs. Back over goes to Shaw. Thought about the three. Leaves it in the corner with Pointer. Pointer circles out, heads into the paint, goes up in the crowd, puts it up. He missed the shot. Rebound taken by Pettit. As Rich will bring it up now against Mason Griggs. Gets it across the midcourt stripe. Griggs trying to straight with him. He'll leave it off with Glass. He curls in the lane. Shot goes up. It's no good. Rebound claimed in there by Jacob Shaw. Crossover dribble. Heads down. In the lane. Right side. Puts up the shot. Offensive foul on Shaw. That's going to be 2.
Got to kick it to the corner there. He's got to make the extra pass and trying to force things down the middle. They had a two-guy wall set up against no doubt it was in charge.
So Tyler Bush will come in for Jacob Shaw. Gavin Withrow's back in. He'll handle the point. So we got Withrow, Pointer, Niken, Bush, and Griggs on the court for Barren County right now.
Tried to give that group a little extra time to get their run together. Couldn't, so now we've got to change to see what happens.
And Rich will bring it up against Griggs across the half-court line. Takes it right side, still on the dribble, trying to shake and bake, goes down the lane, flips it up and in.
Where's our help? As Warren jumps off and throws his hands up, we get a guy beat off the dribble. We got to have somebody step up and help.
Now here's a long three that's no good, but a foul is called on somebody. It's going to be on 40, and that is Jamison Pruitt, who just checked in the ball game, a 6'5 junior.
It's not on the shot. He was blowing through a screen to try to get to defend Pointer.
Monroe County by 1 point, 20-19. Ball comes out to Niken. Out of the left side of the floor. Behind the back dribble, lost the handle, ball's loose. Diving for it is Withrow, gets rid of it to Niken. Niken pulls up in the lane, jumper, no good, but a foul. And they're going to put it on number 11. That's Tucker Glass, his first. Monroe County's 5th of the half.
I haven't seen Thompson come back out after he turned that ankle, so I'm not sure what his availability looks like for the rest of the game.
Aiden Niken for 2. First one off the mark. He's 0 for 2.
Pettit did not play in the matchup we had down there, and you saw how short their bench was. Yeah. Now kind of down 1 again tonight.
Second one is no good for Niken. 0 for 3. 20-19, Monroe County with a 1-point lead in the basketball. Glass has it, working against Pointer out front, hands it off to Rich, racing to the right side, cuts back left, goes in the lane, pump fake, trying to go up, foul.
Pump fake got everybody to leave their feet.
Foul is on Mason Griggs, his first, team 7th. Grayson Rich at the line, 83% foul shooter. 1 of 2 back in the first quarter. He's going to get 2 here. And the first shot is in the air, and it is good. Cale Hagan returning to the Falcon lineup for Curtis Pettit. Monroe County 21, Barren County 19, 4:35 left in the second. Rich, second toss on the way, got them both. He's got 11 points here in the first half of the Falcon points. 22-19, Monroe County. And Niken with the basketball for the Trojans. Working left side, gives it in the corner to Griggs. Griggs heading in the lane, splits the defenders, throws up the shot. It's no good. A blocking foul on Monroe County. They're going to put it on Glass, and that's his second, team 6th. Mason Griggs at the line for the Trojans to shoot 2. Hasn't been there much this season. Free throw on the way, good. 22-20 as Georgie Brooks checks back into the Falcon lineup for Tucker Glass, who sits out with those 2 fouls. Griggs, second toss, good. 22-21 Monroe County. And now they got John Harlan in the ball game, a 5'10 freshman, handling the basketball against Gavin Withrow. Takes it right side. He's going to drive, cut off. Now looking. Finally gets it off to Brooks in the baseline. And it's broken up in there and stolen by Niken. Lead pass up to Bush. He'll lay it up and in.
Good look ahead, and Tyler running the floor to get that assist from Aiden.
Trojans up now 23-22 with 3:50 to play in the first half. Now Grayson Rich handles the basketball against Mason Griggs. Takes him to the right side, gives it off to Harlan. He'll send it out to Hagan. Hagan goes right side. Now back over the right side to give it to Rich. Rich trying to get the screen there as Withrow comes out on Rich with 3.5 minutes to play here in the second. Rich out front, right side, gets a screen from Hagan. Dribbles left, hands it off to Harlan. Harlan back to Rich. Rich backs out now the dribble against Mason Griggs. Rich getting the screen out there from Pruitt. Dribbles off to the right side with 3:10 to play in a half. Rich trying to take Griggs one-on-one. Trying to make a move where he wants a screen set. Now floats it down to Hagan. Stolen away by Niken. Niken into the front court. Niken throws it off left side. Withrow lobs it back over the right corner. It's Tay Pointer. Sends it back out to Bush. Back over to Pointer on the right wing. Back to Bush, top of the key. Hands it off to Griggs with 2:40 left in the half. Withrow in the corner. Pointer can't shoot. Back out to Withrow. Sends it over to Griggs on the right side. Griggs on the dribble. In the corner. Pointer, the three. It's off the mark. And underneath, somehow it goes inside. And Griggs is fouled as he went up.
Tyler Bush will give him the credit for the rebound. Tyler caught it, tapped it to Griggs, all in one motion. If Griggs goes up on the right side, it's a putback. Instead, he anticipated contact and tried to get it on the left side with the and one.
And the foul is on Grayson Rich, and that's his second. Team 7. Griggs at the line, a free throw good. 24-22 Barren. And now Pruitt checks out for Coach Ashley Geralds, and for him, coming back in the lineup is Curtis Pettit. Mason Griggs, the second, 2. On the way, bounces off. Rebound to Cale Hagan from Monroe County. 2-point Barren lead. Here is Brooks driving, throws it up. It is no good. Too strong against the glass. Pointer fell down. Niken got the rebound. He'll send it down to the right corner. Here's a three by Griggs. It's off the mark. And battle for the rebound. Curtis Pettit with it. Sends it up court to the right side. It goes to Rich. Rich will slow things down. 2 minutes to play here in the half. Barren County with a 2-point lead, 24-22.
1 of 7 from 3. Remember those 3 numbers from the first 2 games? Not gotten any better.
And Rich here on the near side out front. Getting the screen from Hagan. Dribbles left. And goes around Griggs. He'll go in for the shot. It's good.
Charge.
Did he charge?
Yeah. Tay Pointer stayed in there after. It was really after he let the ball go. But he stayed in there and still continuation got him falling to the ground. So good job by Tay.
So that's 3 on Grayson Rich. And he's going to come out of the game, and Ashley Geralds in the face of referee Jamie and Bailey. And a timeout call by Monroe County. With 1:40 left in the half, Barren County 24, Monroe County 22, and Rich with 3 fouls. That's a big deal for Monroe County.
Big, it's huge. Absolutely huge. Who scores for them if he's on the bench? Who runs things for them if he's on the bench? Their offense is completely different. They have to take it down 3 or 4 gears if he is not in the game because of his motor and his go and his ability to handle the basketball. So 1:40 left in this half. We've got to go. We've got to change our game plan real quick, change our mentality, try to push this out. It's a 2-point game. It'd be great if it was 8 at the half.
Aiden not going to bring it up for Barren. Gets a double screen out top. Takes it right side, trying to drive. And a collision. That's a blocking foul. And a technical foul has been called on the Monroe County bench.
He's asking for it. He's really asking for it. Very animated. had to be held back by his coaching staff during the timeout, going at really all three of the officials. A little more animated again after that block call. It was a block. His kid was sliding the whole way. So technical foul, Ashley Geralds, and then we'll have the ball, point of continuation as well. So who shoots it? Is anybody shooting free throws really well so far tonight?
Well, Niken's 0 for 3. Griggs is 3 for 4. We're going to put Jacob Shaw in there, but Niken's already stepped to the free throw line. I guess this is his free throw shots.
Yes.
And he got the first.
This is his free throws for the foul. Right? Well, no.
Yeah, should be.
Well, either way, we get it, point of continuation.
I think the technical fouls will be, or free throws will be the next. And that one is all over the rim and goes in. Boy, soft rim. So Niken 2 for 2, and Shaw is going to shoot the technical free throws.
I didn't know you could put somebody off the bench like that.
I believe you can.
Technical free throws. But
so Jacob Shaw, who's the best free throw shooter on the team at 85.7%, stands alone by himself to shoot the 2 technical free throws. First one, no good.
It's hard to do, come off the bench and shoot the free throws.
26-22, Barren County leads it by 4. And here's the shot by Shaw, got that one. 27-22, Barren County, their largest lead of the ball game. Or have they put it up there yet? All right, there it is, 27-22.
It's got to 5. See if we can get it to 8 or 10 now.
Withrow will set it up. He'll go back to the left side. He'll give it out to Cody Lane. He found an opening there. Shaw in the corner for 3. No. Rebound to Hagan. The threes are just not going down. They're going to hit 1, and Bandy hit that one right at the beginning of the ball game. Here's Harlan, and a foul on Bush for reaching in.
You know that's going to come after the coach gets teed up. You know they're going to get a little quicker whistle.
Second foul at Tyler Bush, 8 of the Trojans here in the first half. Ryan Shirley and Tay Pointer will come in for Jacob Shaw and Tyler Bush. Of course, Shaw's got 2 fouls as well. John Harlan at the line. Shows him at 51%. Not sure how much he's been to the line, but he puts this free throw up, and it is going to come off the rim.
21 of 42 on the year, so that's about right.
1 minute to play. Here's a 3 out of the corner. Air ball for Pointer.
Golly, we got to get the lid off. They're playing zone for a reason right now.
Yep. Here's Harlan driving left side, looking for Brooks. Finds him in the lane. Throws it back underneath. Broken up and stolen by Withrow.
Yep.
Down to 43 seconds to go in a half. Withrow throws it out to Niken with 38 seconds to play.
Hold it for 1 here, maybe, unless you get a good look.
And here's Withrow throwing it back to Niken out front. Gives to Pointer on the right wing. Gets a screen from Shirley. He'll put up the jumper. Good. Long 2 for Pointer.
It was just enough inside the arc to go down, right?
Yep. 29-22, Barren County by 7, 18 seconds to play here in the second quarter. And Brooks has the basketball against Cody Lane. Brooks getting the screen. Now it is Shirley off on him, giving it back to Hagan. Hagan now throwing it back out to Brooks. He's going to drive, spins, and then turns and fires a shot, and it's an air ball, goes out of bounds. That's the end of the half.
Good end of the half, isn't it?
29-22, Barren County. The Trojans scored 14 in the second quarter. Monroe County scored 4, all from Grayson Rich. Well, we're going to come back with a halftime report brought to you by Colton Steakhouse and Grill. Colton's thanks you for your business. Colton Steakhouse and Grill, we know what's at stake. This is the 15th District Basketball Tournament presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. 10 points off of Monroe County, 7 turnovers. Points in the paint, Barren County 14, Monroe County 6.
The technical foul really changed the complexion of the basketball game. You go from pretty much a one-possession game to having a 7-point game after we were able to make the free throws. I think we scored on that possession and we kind of D'd it up. Just kind of jokingly, they have a halftime little contest here. They pick a band member, a cheerleader, and a pep member, and our cheerleader made more made more threes in that little contest than our whole team did in the first half. So I don't know if Warren wants to recruit Ann Benning or not, but we've got to find a way to get the three ball going, or we need to stop taking them. I mean, it's just going to have to be a concerted effort on what we do. The lid's got to come off sometime, but how many threes do you take before it actually does? So I thought we did a really good job. Aiden obviously dominating the glass. Aiden 7 boards there to go along with his 12 points. We didn't turn the ball over very much. We just have a 2-point rebound and edge. I would love to see us get a couple more offensive putbacks, even though we have 5 offensive rebounds. We only have 3 second chance points. So that's got to be something that we work on. Ultimately, if you don't lose Grayson Rich on a couple of possessions, it's a much different game.
Yeah.
I mean, I know he shot one at half court there at the end of the buzzer, but still, we lost him and left him open. He had a clean look. On both of his threes that he had really clean looks. So he's going to be in the game. They're not going to keep him off. Even though he's got 3 fouls, you D him up and maybe go at him to try to pick up that 4th foul. It really changes the complexion of the basketball game.
Absolutely. Well, it's 29-22. Barren County leading Monroe County here at the break. Trojanettes have punched their ticket to Diddle Arena next week for the 4th Region Tournament. And the draw will be Friday morning at Warren East. So the Trojanettes will play either Sunday or Monday next week at the regional tournament. And, of course, in Thursday night's championship game against tomorrow night's winner between Glasgow and Allen County Scottsville. We'll be here to broadcast both games tomorrow night between the Scotties and the Patriots. In both games, we'll be on there at about 5:40 or so with a broadcast here from Allen County Scottsville. As far as the foul situation in the first half, Monroe County, as mentioned, Grayson Rich has 3, Tucker Glass with 2, Curtis Pettit, John Owen Harlan, Jamison Pruitt, Georgie Brooks with 1 apiece. And for Barren County, Jacob Shaw, Will Bandy, and Tyler Bush all with 2, 1 on Mason Griggs and 1 on Tay Pointer. Yeah, we clearly got to be careful. We clearly got to be smart. You know, Will has had 0 effect on the game. We were worried about it because his leg was, or his foot was hurting. It was technically his Achilles. But he got into foul trouble and with that technical foul, and he had 0 effect on the game. So maybe he can come back, be a little bit smarter, and help his team instead of being over on the bench. So see what the second half brings, but hopefully we can start it on a positive note. We'll be back with the second half in a moment as the Trojans lead the Falcons 29-22 here in Scottsville. This is the 15th District Basketball Tournament presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. Back in Scottsville, 29-22. The Trojans lead the Falcons. Don't forget 104 The Score online to see stories and photos from all the 15th District tournament action throughout the week. James Brown online with 104thescore.com. Well, getting ready for the second half. This third quarter brought to you by Southern States Glasgow Co-op.
Everybody about in the same spot. Logan up 36-15 over Russell at half. Clinton County up 23-19 over Metcalf at the half. And Warren East down just 6 to South Warren at the half.
On the Coca-Cola scoreboard update, hoping a Coke can enjoy the game. Trojans will have the basketball to start the third, moving from right to left. All the starters back on the court. Tucker Glass in for Wade Thompson, of course, who's out with an ankle injury. He came back, now sitting on the bench for Monroe County. See if the Trojans can get off to a good start here in the second half as they lead by 7, outscoring Monroe 14-4. Grayson Rich, the only player in foul trouble with 3 for Monroe County. As Shaw will bring it in front court, he'll send it over to Withrow. Withrow looking. He'll lob it back over to Shaw. He'll move in, right elbow. His jumper, no good. Rebound to Grayson Rich. Shaw's shot's just not going down tonight.
He's 1 of 7, 0 of 4 from deep.
And the ball poked away by Withrow, chased down by Rich. Now Rich will give it out to Brooks. Brooks sends it back over to Rich on the left side. Can't shoot the jumper. Back out to Brooks, trying to penetrate right lane. Broken up in there by Bush. I'll say it went off his foot. I couldn't tell from here, but went into the Monroe County bench.
Probably the right call.
So Falcons will have it. In front of their bench down to our right. And Grayson Rich will toss it in. Comes out to Brooks. Now Brooks is guarded by Niken. Out between the circles. Goes left side to Rich. And now Rich gives it back out to Brooks. Bounce pass off to Hagan to the right side of the circle. Hagan deep on the right side to Rich. Now they had to switch off. Bush is guarding Rich now. And Hagan, guarded by Withrow, spin move, up with a shot, no good, but a foul.
The Bush matchup on Rich is fine. The Withrow matchup on Hagan is not really the best for us because of the size differential. He recognized it and posted him.
Hagan's about a 70% foul shooter. And the first of 2 on the way, good. Scored a couple of field goals back in the first quarter. 29-23. Hagan, his second toss is good. 29-24. Trojans by 5. A little over a minute gone here in the third period. Withrow with the basketball for Barren. Gets a screen from Bush. In the corner goes to Shaw. He can't shoot. He'll give it back over the right side. Niken. Back in the corner to Shaw. Shaw back out to Niken. Swings it over to Withrow. Withrow on the left wing. In the corner. Shaw can't shoot the 3 again. Back out to Withrow. He'll give it over to Niken. Falcons in the 2-3 zone. Niken trying to make a move. He can't. Gives it back out to Shaw. Thought about the 3. Gives it to Withrow. Into the key. He'll give it to Bush. Right of the circle, right of the lane. Out to Bandy. 3 in the air. Got it!
Only one to hit a 3 tonight, and he even thought about passing that up, but said, no, let's see if we can get the lid off the goal.
Boy, that was right on target. Peoples Bank 3, his second win of the night. Will Bandy with 8. Lead now 8 for Barren, 32-24. Now Rich leaves it out there with Glass, and here's Hagan. Almost drug the pivot foot.
Yep.
Right side it goes to, and a ball is bad pass there, and Bandy comes up with it, gives it to Shaw. Shaw throws it behind him to Bandy. He'll go right side with it to Bush. Cross-court pass in the corner. Withrow for a 3. It's off the mark. Battle for the rebound is tapped to Hagan. Up court, here's Glass with it. Driving against Shaw. Puts it up. It is no good. Rebound to Niken. Niken working it down the right side of the floor. Niken stops. 12-footer. Short. Rebound Bush. Follow. Backed it in.
All in one motion. Had a line up right at the square to throw it off of, and a 10-point lead all of a sudden gets an Ashley Gerald's Monroe County timeout.
5:20 left in the third period. Barren County 34, Monroe County 24. Just want to check the Coca-Cola scoreboard again, see if we have any other scores to pass along to you. No finals on the girls except the...
Yeah, we got all
the girls finals.
Yeah.
Let's run over those again. Logan County beat Todd County Central tonight down to the 13th. Greenwood 51, Warren Central 46 in the 14th girls. Russell County 61, Clinton County 43 in the 16th.
Yep.
Of course, here tonight in Scottsville, it was 68-37. Barren County over Monroe County tonight.
Nothing really close.
The closest was Greenwood, Warren Central.
Yeah. For the opportunity to play Bowling Green.
And Georgie Brooks with the basketball for Monroe against Niken. Right side it goes to Rich. Rich had it swatted away. Loose ball and out of bounds off of Brooks. Barren County will get it. Niken went for the loose ball. And then Brooks went over there and it hit the sideline.
Got to keep this upward trend going.
Got to keep it going. Got to keep the foot on the gas.
The patience on offense right now, even though we're 1 of 4 shooting, the patience is much better.
Bandy's open. 3 in the air. It's in and out. Rebound taken by Glass. It's right on target. Just wouldn't go down.
Yeah, somebody's got to crash the glass there.
And Rich almost lost the handle. He'll give it out now to Glass. Sends it over to Hagan. Now Brooks with it. Off the screen. Drives into the paint. He'll throw up the one-hand shot. It's no good. Niken rips down the rebound for the Trojans. Into the front court. Niken in traffic. Jumper. No good. Trying to get his own rebound. Does. Puts it up. It is no good. Trying to get a foul there, but no whistle.
He got drug all the way to the ground. I don't know how it's not a foul.
And here's Brooks with the basketball out to Rich. Rich getting a screen out there from Pettit. Can't let him open. He's going to fire it. 3 in the air. Got it.
Why did we go underneath the screen? It's not that hard to go over top of the screen and make a driving lane for him. Don't leave him open for
Knew
three.
that was coming.
Yeah.
Knew it was coming. 34-27, Barren. Here's Bush in traffic. Oh, bad pass. Chased down to the corner. Rich has got it from Monroe. He's racing down the floor, gives to Brooks, throws it up and lays it up. Missed the shot, rebound snagged in there, but Bandy outlet pass comes to Shaw. Shaw breaks the middle, long bounce pass down underneath. Here's Niken.
Nice unselfish play all the way from leading the break to Gavin getting the assist at the end.
36-27, Barren leads it by 9. 3:36 left to play here in the third. Grayson Rich with the basketball for Monroe. Spins, jumper, right elbow, shot is coming off. Rebound at Tyler Bush. And now Bush brings it up court for Barren. Now pulls up in the lane, jumper short. Rebound snagged in there by Hagan.
Warren's okay with that shot. He was wide open from 4 feet.
3:12 to play here in the third. Brooks with the basketball for Monroe. Screen out top. He'll give it over to Rich, or rather Hagan. 3, air ball. And saved in bounds by Pettit. Here comes Withrow.
Got numbers. We'll slow it down.
Withrow angles off right, gives to Shaw. He'll pull the trigger this time for 3. It's in there.
Finally got one to go down.
39-27, Trojans. Timeout, Monroe County. People's Bank 3 for Jacob Shaw, his first of the night, and that's only the third three-pointer of the ball game for Barren County. Will Bandy hit a trade just a little bit ago to push the lead out. Now the largest lead of the ball game at 12 at 39-27 with 2:49 left to play here in the third period.
Force Monroe County to take their third timeout of the game as they feel a little bit of wind going out of themselves. They haven't been able to find the range, find the shots to go down this half like they did in the first, and the Trojans starting to open up that 3 ball, which can create some separation in a hurry.
But you've got to defend Grayson Rich.
Oh boy, yeah.
You have got to be up on him.
They've got 4 threes. He's got 3 of them. Brooks can shoot it. He's not going to take a ton of them. He would prefer to drive, but Rich would prefer to take that 3. And what you've got to do is you've got to switch those. You're okay with Brooks taking the 3. You're okay with Rich driving, because we should have some help in low with Aiden or with Will to try to challenge his shot towards the rim. Long way to go down the stretch here. 12 points is a nice lead, but it is not comfortable at all with over 8 minutes, almost 9 minutes to play.
You got to keep it going. Grayson Rich with the basketball. Got Mason Griggs now guarding Grayson Rich. Can't leave him any space. Gets the screen. Now looks and he'll give it to Hagan. Hagan will work. He'll try to penetrate in the lane. Bounces it off the left corner. It's John Harlan. Oh, a collision here. A blocking foul.
Yeah, wasn't in great space, but he was going for the push-off is what he was trying to get.
And Jacob Shaw has committed his third personal foul. He's the first Trojan to pick up 3. And it will be Cody Lane coming in for Jacob Shaw with 2:31 to go here in the third quarter. Comes in to Pruitt. He'll hand it back to Rich. He'll lob it over to Brooks. Brooks to the right side of the floor. Now looks down low. Here's Hagan working in there against Bush. He'll go up with an off-balance shot. No good. Rebounded there by Bandy. He'll give it to Cody Lane. Cody Lane, front court, and pass deflected, skips off the hand of Bush and out of bounds.
That's where you want to push it, but if you don't have anything, bring it back just a little bit instead of trying to continue to do that.
2:10 left in the third. Barren by 12. Rich with the basketball from Monroe County. Into the front court, guarded by Cody Lane now. Gets a screen from Pruitt. Bandy had to slide off on him.
Yeah, we kind of quit switching.
And now Rich try to get open as Bush comes out to defend. He'll put it up. It's 15-footer. Good.
That was good recognition by Bush, and to be honest with you, it was pretty good defense. He just made a tough shot there.
16 for Grayson Rich, a 10-point Barren County lead, 39-29. Minute 40 to play.
Need a bucket.
And Mason Griggs getting some pressure out there from Owen. Harlan, or that John Harlan, pass deflected from behind, a turnover. Here comes Hagan. Bounce pass down to Harlan. He'll reverse it up and in.
One might want a timeout here.
39-31. 1:16 left in the third quarter. Mason Griggs works against Harlan. Sends it off right side to Lane. Gets a screen. He'll give it to Niken. Now left side it comes to Griggs. Had it poked away from behind. But Niken there to get it from Cody Lane. And here's a lob down underneath the Bandy. Reverses it up and in.
Nice communication between the two bigs.
10 points for Will Bandy. Back up to 10 for Barrett at 41-31. And Grayson Rich will work against Cody Lane. Trying to leave him. Oh, he slid. That should be a travel. No call.
He fell
Brooks
down.
for a 3 in the air. Good.
He fell completely down.
41-34. Lead is down to 7. Yeah, he went completely down on the floor. Slid his feet. 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. And Niken will just bounce the ball out there. Down to 22 seconds to play. Here on the near side out front. Down to 15 seconds to go. Niken looks at the clock. Down to 10.
Go at 8.
Niken, double screen out top, cuts back left, cuts into the lane. He'll go up with a shot. It's blocked and a foul. With 4.4 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
The play was designed for Aiden to use a screen any way he had it. He found a lane, forced the issue, and drew the foul.
So 2 shots for Aiden Niken, and tonight he's only 2 for 5. Free throw is good. Nothing but net. 42-34. The foul was on Pruitt, his second. That's only the first foul of the second half against Monroe County. And Niken, second one, good. 43-34, 4.4 to play. Rich coming in a hurry. He's going to have to put it up from midcourt at the horn. No good, off the right side of the rim. That does it for the third quarter. Barren County 43, Monroe County 34. One more quarter to go here in Scottsville. We'll come back with the fourth after this. This is the 15th District Basketball Tournament presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon.
That's PrincessPrint.com, promo code 6868. You're listening to the 15th District Basketball Tournament live from Allen County Scottsville High School. Now, back to courtside with Jay Turner.
Fourth quarter, and it is sponsored by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. 43-34, Trojans led by as many as 12. Here's Harlan down to the corner to Pettit. He'll give it to Rich. Rich trying to work against Withrow. Out of the right side of the floor out front. They set a screen for him. Here's Hagan, and Shirley had to switch off on him. Ryan Shirley putting the pressure on. He'll give it back over to Harlan. Deep range right. Now wants to cut to the free throw line. Goes in for the shot. It's blocked in there by Bush. He's got it for the Trojans. Bush stops. Gives it off to Withrow. He'll throw it out to Shaw. Moves into the left elbow. He'll throw it back out to Withrow. I thought he was going to take that three there, but didn't do so. Now Withrow in trouble. Gives it back to Bush. He'll give it back out to Withrow. Guarded out there by Harlan. A reach-around foul on John Owen Harlan. It's going to be his second. That's only the second team foul against Monroe County here in the half.
Had a couple looks. We passed up all of the looks at three. Shot it much better, 2 of 4 that time instead of 1 of 9 like we did in the first half.
Ball comes out to Niken, hands it back to Shaw. He wants to drive. He's cut off, gives it to Bush. Bush will hand it off out there to Withrow to set up. And Harlan putting the pressure on Withrow out front. Goes right side, gives it off to Shaw. As Rich kind of backs off of him there. Shaw, back door, wanted to go back door to Withrow. Gives it back to the right side. Withrow driving, and now he's cut off. Gives it back out to Shaw. Just be a little patient with the basketball. And here's Withrow. Gives it to Ryan Shirley. Back out to Withrow. Right by Harlan. Back out almost to midcourt. Shaw hands it off to Niken. And now Niken, they come to double team him. Back out to Bush. He'll give it back over to Shaw. Three in the air. No good. Ball hits the floor. And Rich comes up with it for Monroe.
We took all that time to get that shot. I'm not sure that was what we wanted to do.
No. Here's Pettit down low. Working against Niken. Trying to go up and under. Can't. Has to kick it back out to Brooks. Brooks now on the dribble. Wants to drive. He'll leave it out there with Hagan. Hagan to the right elbow. Back to Brooks. He wants to go baseline. Cut off. Shoots over Bush. And a foul on Tyler Bush. That's going to be his third. Team's third. Stops the clock with 6:13 to play. And it's going to be Brooks at the charity stripe. Shot 2 for 2 in the first quarter. And the first one is on the way, and it is good. A lot of rim, but it went down.
Logan County beat Russellville by 50.
50?
71-21.
Wow. 43-35. Brooks back in the line for one more. Tay Pointer in the ball game for Barren. Shot goes up. He missed it. Rebound to Ryan Shirley. Gets rid of it to Withrow. 6:10 to play. As Tay Pointer and Ryan Shirley on the court with Shaw, Withrow, and Niken. Withrow getting a lot of pressure. Drives through traffic. Lays it up and in.
That's what we need to do. We need to continue to look offensively for what we can get, not take the air out of the ball like we did last possession.
45-35, Trojans by 10 with 5:47 to play in the ball game. Rich pulls up, fadeaway jump shot, bounces off. Niken with a rebound and a foul.
No.
They're going to call it on Withrow.
I'm not sure what he did. Said he pushed off to give Aiden a lane to get the rebound, I guess.
That's going to be his second of the team's fourth. So Monroe County will have the ball out of bounds underneath to the right of their basket.
Their complete offense right now is creating mismatches for Grayson Rich to try to get him open shots against people that we don't want guarding.
Clayton Biggerstaff in the ball game right now. Pass picked off by Withrow. Withrow will take it against Rich. He'll go to the basket, puts it up, banks it in.
Rich had to back off. Didn't want to get further foul trouble.
47-35, Trojans by 12. 5.5 minutes to play. Rich driving and a foul on Withrow. That's going to be his third. Team's fifth of the second half. And Cale Hagan along with Curtis Pettit return to the Falcon lineup as Clayton Biggerstaff and Tucker Glass go out. Rich will toss it in, has to lob it into Harlan, hands it back to Rich. Rich gives it over to Hagan. Hagan wants to drive, throws up a wild shot, and it goes in, falling down.
Just snuck over the corner there.
47-37, Trojans by 10, 5:15 to play. Withrow lobs it to Niken. Had it smacked out of his hands. Loose ball, picks it back up, fires it off to Ryan Shirley. Across it goes to Shaw. In the corner, Pointer, the three. Partially blocked, I think it was. Hagan comes out of there with it for the Falcons. He'll race down the floor. Show a pass underneath. Ball goes out of bounds off of Georgie Brooks.
That's the kind of play Tay Pointer's got to do to make up for the fact that he missed that three. He hustles back. He doesn't pout about missing it. Hustles back and breaks it up. Otherwise, that's a layup.
Will Bandy back in the game for Barren. And Tyler Bush also back in. 4:55 to play. The Trojans up by 10. Here's a lob over to Shaw. In the middle goes to Niken. Niken feeds it off down in there to Bush. He'll put it up and in.
Monroe County expected him just to pull it out. Instead, he attacked for a wide-open right-side layup.
Back up to 12, the largest lead of the ball game at 49-37. Rich, long-distance three from midcourt almost. Bush with a rebound off to Withrow. Withrow sends it off to Shaw. Finds an opening. Finds Bush. He'll feed it to Bandy. He'll put it up. He's fouled. Goes to the floor hard. I think he tried to reverse it up.
Yeah, didn't quite have the air to get there.
And foul is on, who was it on? It was on Brooks, his second. Team's third. You know, Bush was wide open there. He could have turned and put it in.
He was. He was trying to be unselfish.
I know. Will Bandy at the line. First time tonight, free throw, too strong.
Into the third quarter score, Clinton 34, Metcalf 30.
That's still a close one.
Yeah. Low scoring game.
Bandy second shot, good. 50-37 Trojans, their largest lead of the ball game. 4:27 to play. And here's Harlan with the basketball. Going right side, hands it off to Rich. He'll send it over now to Pettit. They go down low to Hagan. Hagan now left of the lane, bounces back out to Brooks. Brooks trying to make a move. Oh, it forces up the shot, and he hit it anyway.
Thought he was going to walk, falling backwards, so he just threw it towards the rim.
50-39 with 4 minutes to play.
Morton's got all of his timeouts if he needs it.
Yep, we got a foul on Harlan. And that will be his third. Monroe County's fourth of the second half. So it's actually the fifth. Is that the fourth or fifth? It's the fourth. Okay. The lob comes out to Niken. Hands it to Shaw. Now Shaw putting down the ribbon against Rich. Got around him. Stops. Feeds it back off to Withrow. Withrow at the free throw line. Turns and throws it back out to Shaw with 3:40 to play. He'll go back to Withrow with Harlan on him. Back to Shaw. Rich on him. Bandy's got it on the left side. He'll throw it out top now to Bush. Right side it goes to Shaw. Dumps it down in there to Niken. Try to go up with a shot, and he's fouled. And let's see. It's going to be on 33. That's Cale Hagan. That's his first personal foul. And the fifth against Monroe County here in the second half.
We ran that so well that we got a mismatch between Brooks and Aiden. Hagan had to come over from the backside to help and commit the foul, or that's an easy layup over top of Brooks.
Aiden Niken at the line. Free throw, good. He's hit his last 5 in a row after missing his first 3. 17 for Niken. 51-39 Trojans. Niken puts it in the air. Too strong. And Bush had the rebound for a moment. Ball is loose. Trying to go into the corner, and they're going to give it to Monroe County. Wow.
Good hustle, good effort. Just couldn't corral it.
So Monroe County will have the ball with 3:24 to go. Barren up 51-39. And Grayson Rich has it for the Falcons. He'll send it left side over to Brooks. With knocking on him, they set a screen for him. Goes back right side, Rich. Withrow trying to stay with him. Out top is Hagan in between the circles. Back to Rich, deep on the right side. Trying to get the screen. He'll drive. He goes in and lost the handle going up. Pettit comes up with a basketball, puts it back up, no good, but a foul. He just lost it out of his hands. Foul on Will Bandy. That's going to be his third. Team sixth. That's going to put Pettit at the line. And looking at his free throw stand of the season, 53.5%. He'll shoot 2, 2:58 remaining. Barren County up by 12. First shot for Pettit, no good off the front of the rim. Tucker Glass checking back into the Monroe County lineup for Coach Ashley Geralds. He came in for Cale Hagan. Pettit back at the line. His shot goes up, and it rims good. Clayton Biggerstaff, 6-foot junior, checking into the Falcon lineup, comes in for Pettit. 51-40, 2:58, full court pressure by Monroe County. Largest lead for Barren has been 13 at 50-37. Trying to get a wet spot off the floor. And Withrow gets the ball in play to Shaw. He'll give it back to Withrow. Looking at a possible double team here. Pass down the left side. It comes to Bandy. He'll feed it into Bush. And he tried to dump it off in there. Ball's loose on the floor. Bush trying to dig it out of there. But Biggerstaff comes up with it. Gives it to Harlan. Harlan hands it behind him. Rich deep. 3 on the way. Air ball. And inbounds. There's Niken with it for the Trojans. Taking it right side. Behind the back dribble. Goes inside. Lays it up with the left hand. No good. Bandy puts it back up. It's blocked for the foul. Foul on Harlan, that's number 4. 6 on the Falcons here in the second half. Free throw by Bandy, no good. It's 1 for 3. Cale Hagan, Curtis Pettit back in from Monroe County. Biggerstaff and Glass will check out. 51-40 Trojans, 2:30 left to play. And here's Bandy's second shot on the way. Good. 12 points for Will Bandy. 52-40. Bandy's going to check out, and it is... Who came in for him? Ryan Shirley. Okay. 52-40. Rich with the basketball coming to the middle of the floor. Now angles off left. 2:23 to play. Baseline shot on the way, rims no good. Battle for the rebound and taken out of the air by Ryan Shirley. He gets fouled. 2:15 left. The foul on Pettit, his second. That puts the Trojans in the bonus with 2:15 to go.
Need to make some free throws to seal it up.
Ryan Shirley, 68% from the line on the season. 1-1 here with 2:15 left and a 12-point Barren County lead. Here's the shot going up. It's good for Ryan Shirley, the 6'1 sophomore, to tie the largest lead at 13, 53-40. And here's Shirley's bonus try. Got it. 54-40. That's the largest lead of the basketball game for Barren County with 2:10 to play. Rich gives it out to Hagan. Left side it goes to Brooks. Brooks hands it back off to Rich in between the circles. He wants to drive. Pulls up from 17 off the mark. Rebounded there with Tyler Bush. Clears it out to Shaw with 1:55 to play. Shaw on the left side of the floor. As Rich really puts the pressure on, there's going to be a foul on Rich, his 4th for reaching around. $150 left to go, and at the line for Barren County will be Jacob Shaw. 1 for 2 tonight, as Monroe County will get in Brandon Sheffield, a 5'11 junior, to replace Georgie Brooks.
Starting to feel a little bit more comfortable now. Would be even more so if we could finish it out with some free throws.
Jacob Shaw puts it in the air, and it rims out. Rebound to Monroe County with 1:46 to play. There's Harlan. Cuts back left, spins in the lane, flips up the shot. No good. A foul on Barren County with 1:41. And it'll be on Tyler Bush, and that is his 4th, team 7th. And John Owen Harlan at the free throw line, a 5'10 freshman, will get 2 shots. And the first of 2 is no good. In from Monroe County, as Grayson Rich is going to check out. Played his last high school basketball game for the Falcons. Harlan back of the line for one more. It's on the way, and he missed it. Rebound to Niken. He'll give it off to Shaw. A couple of new players in the ball game. Peyton Knudsen, a 5'11 sophomore in the ball game from Monroe County. Make sure we don't miss anybody. Trojans playing keep away here. Minute 25 to go. Shaw, and timeout by Coach Warren Cunningham. 30-second timeout.
Just to get subs in.
Yep.
Get 5 new ones in.
Tay Pointer, Mason Griggs, Corbin Murphy. Who else coming in?
Colton Stevens,
Cody Lane, or Caleb Hester.
Yeah,
Caleb Hester. Yeah. Hasn't been on the floor tonight. 1:22 left. Barren County smelling victory here with a championship coming up Friday night against Glasgow or Allen County, Scottsville.
Halftime, we were able to stretch it out to what felt like a little bit more comfortable lead, but this second half, I'm not sure they've had it in single digits hardly at all, have they? No. It's been at least
10 or more.
Yeah, 10-point game, and it
might have got to 9 at one time at 43-34 at the end of the third quarter.
It's never really felt comfortable, but you liked where we were.
Pointer with it on the left side, gets a screen from Murphy, wants to penetrate to the free throw line, backs away now with a minute 10 to play. Colton Stevens back over to Pointer. He'll send it out to Griggs. Right side it goes to Stevens. Back out to Pointer. He'll work around to the right side. Bounce pass off to Stevens. Now Stevens looking, turning, looking, giving it back over to Hester on the right wing. Griggs. Back out to Stevens. Over to Pointer. Getting a screen from Hester. Can't penetrate. Gives it back out now to Stevens. 36 seconds to play. Pointer throws it back over to Stevens on the left wing. Now Stevens getting some pressure from Harlan out there. Goes right side with it over to Griggs. Back to Stevens. 18 seconds to play. Back out to Pointer. Hear the chants from the student section. Hester with the basketball, 4 seconds, 3. This game is over. The Trojans are going to move on to the championship and earn a berth in next week's 4th Region Tournament. 54-40. Trojans win tonight over Monroe County. They hold the Falcons to only 6 points in the 4th quarter. As Monroe County's season comes to a close at 10-18, Barren County improves to 22-8. We'll be back with the CPC Commodities post-game report after this break.